Good afternoon. So, missed you on Monday.
Yeah, but I didn't know you opened at 8:30.
Oh yeah.
I thought it was 9 o'clock.
Yeah, you must have had the notification, but
Yeah, but I thought it was 9 o'clock.
right. Okay. So, have you heard from mandatory work activity people at all? Clinical people?
Yeah.
Yeah. And
I tried getting in contact with them the one time, gave my name, national insurance number. The woman said something about the Southwest operators are busy and they ring me back and they didn't bother ringing me back, so...
okay, so you're still waiting to hear that?
Yeah.
Okay, alright. So maybe I need to chase that from your point of view.
I got a letter saying that I was meant to be there somewhere today in Cheltenham. If I Sue Road or something like that, but there's no way I'm going to Cheltenham because, like you say, I've got to travel an hour and a half and it takes a lot longer to walk to Cheltenham than an hour and a half.
I mean,
I don't do public transport, so it's already on my agreement.
Is that personal?
What? For what?
Not doing public transport?
No, for my skin. I've already explained it once. You know, if you really want to know, go and have a look in my files, if you say it now.
Well, I mean, yeah, fine. I mean, just trying to establish whether the fact that whether that would be supported medically.
It is supported medically. Can't you see by my hands and my face?
Yeah, but what I'm saying to you.
Yeah, but I suffer from psoriasis.
Right.
And when I go into public transport or into a public place where there's loads of people, I start having panic attacks and I start sweating, which causes the eczema to irritate, which you scratch it. So I've not used public transport for about 12 years now.
I mean, is that endorsed by the GP?
Huh?
Is that endorsed by your GP in terms of, because obviously presumably that's about stressful situations then, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
You lot already know about this. You've already had medical verification from it.
So really, from their point of view, they've got to be looking for something locally, i.e. Gloucester.
Yeah, which I've already said.
Okay. So.
Yeah, but I ain't going to do your mandatory work activity.
No,
anyway.
I understand. I understand that. You've got particular stance. I'm not here to sort of change that. But if we're looking at. But basically, if they're going to offer you an opportunity, it would have to be in Gloucester. That's what you're saying, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right, okay.
I still wouldn't take up your opportunity because I didn't take up the last one.
Okay.
And I know that it's all fiddly, diddly, and it's all absolutely nonsense because why didn't you sanction me the last time?
Well, I mean...
You lot didn't sanction me the last time, so I know it's all...
We don't sanction you, that's the thing. The sanction comes from the provider.
Yeah, which they should not have my details, which I gave you that letter, which specifically said, and you still went ahead and done it. And I've got the memory stick in my bag right now, and I can show you the document which tells you that I can do that, I can remove your consent. It's your own document.
Yeah, I'm not going to get into that. And you know that.
Yeah, but I've still got to tell you. You know what I mean? You're my personal advisor. I've got to express to you what the situation is. You either take it
well, I'm
as you want.
I'm not going to try and change your stance, put it that way. If that's your stance, then that's fine. But obviously, D.W.P will do things if you object. It's not.
And they can't legally do it. It's unlawful.
Well, that's not for me to sort of, in a sense, worry about because I'm discharging responsibility, and whether you think it's right or wrong is for you to, in a sense, defend your corner, isn't it?
I can understand you trying to claim no liability, which is your position. You could do. That's why you didn't sign that document when you sent it to me in the post. You're smart. But then I don't have to follow any documentation that isn't signed.
I'm not telling you to. Basically, if you're taking a particular stance, then we go down that road, don't we?
You have a JSA mandatory something. Hold on, I recorded it on my phone, so I could do it. This is show you I'm not recording the conversation. Like you were a bit about the kid last time that was with me.
The witness.
Yeah. it? Chapter 5. Did that too far. Chapter 5, evidencing validating payment outcomes and sustaining job outcomes. And in Article 4, you've got specifications, what's got to be put on the sheet of paper, you know, like job description, what you're doing, and you haven't told me what I'll be doing at Sue Ryder. So that is one.
Well, that's because when we make the referral, we don't know.
No, but with the piece of paper that gets sent to me saying that I've got to go to Sue Ryder, here's the address, here's this, it's just have the job description on there, and it hasn't got the job description on there, and that's one of your own department's policies to follow. You know.
Is it? I mean, you could argue. I mean, is it a job? Is it a work placement?
What define work?
Well, exactly.
You said work placement. You define work to me. Work is a job.
Paid.
Yeah. So what's unpaid then? Voluntary work. But you're not volunteering me to work. You're mandatory telling me how to work, which is forced labour. And under Council of Human Trafficking, Article 4, forced labour is human trafficking, slave labour. Well, which has been abolished here. I could even.
We're not talking about slavery, are we?
Yeah, we are. This is slavery.
No, but at the end of the day, you get a job seeking allowance, don't you?
And what's that say? Please say that again. What does that say? Job what? Yeah, not mandatory work placement allowance, is it?
Well, I get
it doesn't say work placement allowance or job job seekers. That's an allowance for me to go and seek work. To cover my expenses whilst I'm looking, not to go and actually work 70 hours in a fortnight for that same amount of money.
Right. So, looking for work, from your point of view,
I followed your criteria. No, I followed your criteria. I think there isn't that wrong, otherwise you just sanctioned me.
So what I'm saying is, in terms of your medical condition,
I could, if I really wanted to, I could go to my doctor and lay it on thick as anything. And I could go off sick.
Yeah. Well,
I don't want to do that.
What I'm trying to get at is, when you're looking for work, if you're looking, say, if one of your criteria is warehousing, does your condition preclude you from that sort of environment?
No, not all the time.
Okay.
Depends if it's a dusty environment.
It depends on the warehouse.
Depends on what the standard.
Well, I mean, you can get some very clean, modern warehouses.
I'm not disputing that.
That's fine. So if it just changing it slightly, so if we're looking at work, so because your job seekers agreement has warehousing on there, if you're looking. I mean, are you know, from your point of view, you're applying for warehouse type vacancies?
Yeah. Every time I look at one, it's always one with an agency, and I don't do nothing with third parties.
But the problem you've got there is, I mean, realistically, most of those jobs, if not 99% of them, will be through an agency. Warehousing, factory work, predominantly, distribution, predominantly through agencies, because employers aren't making a firm commitment, are they? So they are hedging their bets and going to the agencies and saying, here's a contract, here's an activity, can you fill it for us?
It's the agencies I don't like and trust.
Yeah, but the point is, if you preclude the agency, then you preclude.
I don't have to. I know I don't have to contract with any third party to get any job. There's no criteria under none of your policies or anything.
If it gets you a job,
no, I won't work for them. I know how much they make off my back, and I wouldn't do that.
So if there are, you know, the job for you, the situation you've got is, if there are jobs in the system that you could go for, and you don't.
No, I would go for.
So you just said you didn't, you wouldn't. So I mean, look, as an example, right? Warehousing system, I mean, that's an agency. They're all agencies, and predominantly
that's not my problem, is it?
Well, it will be if you refuse.
I'm not refusing anything.
Okay.
I'm meeting criteria, that's all I'm doing. I don't have to do no more, no less. You man's been playing games with me for so long. Stressing me out. You make my eczema worse.
Yeah, but you're never going to get away from that, are you? So
No.
The job centre is trying to move forward.
It's not about moving forward, is it? I don't really want nothing much to do until you demolish this mandatory work placement up on top of me.
Look, okay,
And then I might watch it. I might be a bit more lenient with my request.
yeah, okay, but okay.
I would maybe consider agency through whereas work.
But the problem you would have, I think, is, for instance, when you come to do your actively seeking sample next fortnight, or when you sign, you can put all the different job signs.
Yeah, I do that.
Yeah. But conversely, there's nothing on actually applying for work.
There's nothing saying that I have to.
Well, there's expectation.
We've been through this. It says aim.
Right.
You can define what aim is.
But the thing is, if you're just looking, you're not applying.
I'm applying myself to look at.
Yeah, but you're just looking.
No, but I'm applying.
To looking.
Yeah, so I'm still applying.
But are you actually applying for any vacancies? That's the kind. And because last time you said you dropped off the CV.
I didn't say I dropped off any CV. I wouldn't give you my CV.
Alright, or you went around to do
I went down to I think when I spoke to you, I went to farm.
Okay.
And dropped a few off right now.
Okay.
I spoke to a few. You usually have vacancies up on the boards on the
and
edge.
that's why I said you need to be more specific.
Yeah.
Because
I will be next time.
Fine.
Yeah.
Because if you say I dropped them off, you could have dropped them off anywhere.
Yeah.
And it's the same sort of thing. You look at them. You say I looked at something. I went down the industrial estate. So what? It doesn't mean you're doing anything. It means that you might have gone through. So the job, there's a balance on the job search. The thing is, you've got to be applying, alright?
I said to you, I am applying.
That's okay. But, conversely, if there are jobs on the system that you're not applying for, then that arguably is not...
Yeah, but I don't have to apply to one as agency work. I don't have to apply to a job that is a third party initiative.
Yeah, but if it gets into work, what's the problem?
No, because it's all temporary, they're not permanent at the end of it.
Yeah, but that's the problem with that type of industry, isn't it, at the moment? What I'm saying to you is, if it's a couple of days' work, that's not viable. If it's I don't know, if it's a couple of weeks' work, or even more, then it might be viable. It's our own interest. And, there's a difference, isn't there? Our only interest is for you, to be sat there.
I don't see it that way at this moment in time.
I know you might, okay, I'm just telling you, there's a difference in opinion, and I don't think...
I'm going to be as stubborn as I can be until you get rid of this mandatory work activity case on top of my head.
Yeah, well, it's not for me to get rid of.
Well, I ain't really gonna comply too much. Whatever it is you want, I'm only going to comply to the minimum that makes me.
Yeah, what happens if they sanction you then?
They sanction me, and then that's when the ball starts rolling. So I've already got my documents set up. All I've got to do is go down to a solicitor, get them notarised, get them put through the court, and I'm on my way.
Well, that's going to happen then, isn't it?
More than likely, yeah. Why do you think I've already got my paperwork set up?
Well, fine. That will happen, isn't it? But also, it's like, okay, if you look at these jobs, you're right, temporary ongoing. But it depends on how long. Flexible trade, temporary ongoing. Right, okay. So, all the figures working 12-hour shifts, 4 days on, 4 days off. Again, temporary. So there's no end date there. Okay. But there is expectation that if those jobs are available, those are the jobs you should also I think he would also be applying for.
That's that wine factory, isn't it? That you just clicked on.
Could well be that
I
one.
already applied for that. They never even got back to me.
Right, okay.
That was before that age with the big agency. This is about 4 years ago.
But I mean, all I'm saying is, you've got to make the, there's a balance between what you think is viable and what the job centre will be looking at. I mean, here, okay, that's night operatives.
No,
okay,
I'm working nights.
well, okay, but I mean that contract runs from the 19th this month to May. So from our point of view, that is a viable, viable opportunity.
I don't work evenings. I already told you that. I work in the daytime and after. I won't even work weekends.
Yeah, but
I do sports on weekends, keep myself fit. That's it.
But that's not our problem, is it?
No,
So all I'm saying to you is, if you're looking at a job for somebody that's a viable job.
Right, in Swindon.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what, I'm going to walk to Swindon, am I?
But it's just an example that.
Yeah, but it's not viable, is it?
Well,
You're just talking, you're just blowing hot air out of me now, aren't you?
No, it's just that.
That's blowing hot air at me.
No, I'm just demonstrating.
No, that's not demonstrating. That's what makes me angry.
That achieves nothing, does it? So, I mean, all I'm saying is, when you're looking, obviously we have to look at what's available locally. But it's making sure that when it comes to, your job search, that you do and don't exclude agencies that have had.
I can if I want to. I don't have to work for any third party. There's nothing, no law, no nothing that says that I have to.
Well,
and 9 times out of 10 they make more money per hour off you than what you're making there anyway.
So what would happen is, for instance, the job centre subbing to a vacancy, it's through an agency, you don't apply.
Huh?
If you don't apply. So for instance, if you came in...
No, I'll go down to the company and I'll no contract.
What does that mean?
It don't matter what it means, I'm telling them no contract. I won't contract with a third party.
Yeah, and if you don't apply...
No, but I went to the interview, then I would have complied to your requirements, because it would have been to apply to the job and go to the interview. Not necessarily
But if you're making yourself unemployable...
I'm not making myself unemployable. I'm just telling you, I'm not contracting with a third party, so I tell them there's no contract.
I'm just bouncing stuff around.
Yeah, but you're just blowing hot air.
What you're saying to me, whether you think it's hot air or not, but what you're saying to me is you're going to pick and choose.
No, I'm not.
Well, you are, because you're saying,
Like I said, I'm being stubborn at the moment because of what you're doing to me with this mandatory work placement thing.
And if that was in there, you'd say it'd be a different kettle of fish?
Yeah, it'd be a whole different kettle of fish. I would compromise.
Okay, but we can't do that. I can't do that. And we're heading down a particular road, but that's fine. I mean, it's worth getting.
I'll just be as stubborn as I can be.
Yeah, that's fine. But
as long as I just meet your criteria to the minimum.
And if they sanction you?
Yeah. Sanction me, and then we'll just go through that as we're going through it.
Well, okay. Well, it'll be interesting to see what happens then. Okay. Perfect. So to say you're here?
I don't need to know anything my signing date.
No, but I mean, it is, in a sense, just to say that up in...
No, I only sign on my signing paper. Signing no paper.
Well, I mean, what that does is, if there's any evidence, if there's an issue with the claim...
There ain't
no, there isn't. But if there was, and say you don't sign or whatever, then it's paid up until the last time you came in. So, if it's 13th today, you'll have to...
I'm only required to sign that over the phone now.
Not up to you. I'm not going to make it something.
Why do I need to sign it for?
Well, because you're here today. It's just to say you're here. It's not going to go on the system, but if say anything happened with the claim, or you failed to attend on the signing day, then they would take it back to the last time you came to the office. Rather than the 8th, it would be the 13th.
That's why I don't understand what I'm here to do.
Well, because you know, our role is for you not to be here. You know that. But I need to speak to these people and make sure that any opportunities that they reach you,
There's no point in wasting their energy trying.
Yeah, but at least I give them the heads up.
No, what you've got to do is not give my information to any third party without my consent. But you're not allowed to, and you've already done it, so you've already violated your policies already. And trying to tell me that you can go and do it whenever you want.
But I'm saying, you know, we've been discussing about that with you.
Yeah, and Emma turned around to try saying that she can do whatever she wants. So that's alright then, you can have her on, go and do whatever it is you want to do. Because it would be funny when you're held accountable, when you stood up in court and you have to tell your side of the version. It'd be quite funny because the questions I got for some of you I'd be going dynamite.
Mark, it's like playing football, this, isn't it?
No.
Yeah, because you're not going to comply, are you?
To the minimum.
Why?
Right, so you're next in on the 22nd?
Yeah.
Right, okay, so yeah, we are open at 1:30. We should have an early appointment. Okay. So I don't know if I can get you in now. Sounds on the dial. But the way of, you know, the understanding where you're coming from and I'm just trying to get you on a signing day, so I'm not going to have fun.
Oh, you normally receive a payment on Friday? Yes, I mean, you should, I mean, what day is it, Tuesday?
Okay. So, I mean, I can't, what I'm trying to do is get you on a signing day, but I can't. So, let's have a look. So if you sign...
What it is, what its action is if they do take it off, they will be paid back. Because I will have to do it anyway. Okay? Just need to do anything else on it, but
So that's signing day. So that's basically, so you're signing next week, 22nd, and then 2 weeks after that come and see me, 11:30.
Okay.
Alright, so okay with that one?
Yeah.
Okay, book it.
okay. Right.
Please, I'll just go and get that for you, and do it again if they can.